Hi, my name is Carol. I am a surrogate support and fund request specialist at Omega Family Global. The FRF is the form where you're going to be requesting payments each month according to what your contract says you're entitled to. The FRFs and receipts are submitted on the 15th of every month to frf@omegafamilyglobal.com. This submission covers the period of expenses from the 16th of the previous month to the 15th of the current month. The payments are sent out to you on the first business day of the following month. You can contact your medical coordinator at any time. We're available to chat with you via email, text, or phone. During your surrogacy journey, you will have to go to medical appointments. Please make sure to communicate with your medical coordinator every time you attend a medical appointment. Make her aware of the type of appointment and when this will be taking place. This way, when you request money for an item that is medical in nature in your FRF, you can make sure it gets approved and included in your payment. At the top of your FRF, you'll find the following items that need to be filled out monthly: period of expenses, your name, and your intended parent's name, and the items that will be filled out as you move along in your journey: embryo transfer date, date of heartbeat ultrasound, and the due date. The form has 3 columns. In the first column, you will find a list of items you request payment on. In the second column, you will place the page number and section number this item appears in your contract. The third column, you will place the amount of money that your contract says you're entitled to. The basic compensation is divided in a total of 10 payments that begin with a heartbeat confirmation ultrasound. When you deliver, any remaining compensations will be paid out to you in a lump sum. Please review your contract for specific instances that may affect the amount or the timing of this lump sum payment. Your contract stipulates the time frame in which you must present your paperwork to the law firm. If you're turning it on time, you will receive a one-time payment. The law firm must have originally signed documents prior to this bonus being issued. Make sure you request this bonus in your first FRF. Once a month, you will receive a non-accountable allowance that you can use for miscellaneous expenses, such as over-the-counter medication, vitamins, postage, notary fees, and supplies, amongst other expenses. If you're currently enrolled in a health insurance policy that's suitable for surrogacy and you wish to use it during your journey with Omega, you're able to request a reimbursement for this payment from the date you receive legal clearance. We ask you to submit a letter from HR stating how much it is paid if you belong to a group policy or a recent pay stub indicating this amount. If you don't have a health insurance policy that's suitable for surrogacy, Omega Family Services will contact you prior to your graduation from the IVF Center to get you enrolled. In this case, health insurance is paid to you up front, and we require the proof of payment each month submitted alongside your FRF. If you're instructed by the IVF Center to start stimulation medication, which does not always have to be injectable, you may be eligible to request this one-time payment per cycle. Please make sure to review your contract for specifications, since some do recognize any hormonal stimulation as eligible to receive the medication start fee. This one-time payment per procedure is intended to reimburse you and your companion for any miscellaneous expenses while attending your embryo transfer, and if requested, the period of bed rest following it. Please make sure to review your contract for specifications. This fee will reimburse you for fuel, mileage, and maintenance of your car for attending any medical appointments related to surrogacy, such as doctor appointments, medical facilities, IVF center, or visits to the emergency room. On page 2, you will find a table that has 3 columns. The first column is where you enter the date of your appointment. In the second column, please enter the full address and the name of the medical facility or doctor you visited. In the third column, you'll enter the fee that you're requesting, depending on the mileage from your place of residence to the medical appointment. If you're pregnant with a single baby or twins, you will receive this allowance to help pay for the maternity clothing that you will need during your pregnancy. Please confirm in your contract how many weeks you need to be from the embryo transfer date to request this fee. If you go through a whole cycle and are instructed by the IVF center to take oral or injectable medication to prepare for an embryo transfer, but the actual transfer does not happen due to no fault of your own, you will be compensated for your canceled cycle. The fee may vary depending on whether you took oral or injectable medication. In the event that the IVF doctor asks you to do a mock cycle to check how you react to medication, injectable or oral, you will request this fee. Please make sure to review your contract for further specifications. In the event that an invasive procedure is necessary, please make sure to review your contract since the procedure must be specifically listed in it for you to receive a fee. The intended parents will pay in monthly installments an additional fee per additional baby that you're carrying once you've reached the number of weeks stated in your contract. This fee is reimbursable once you've reached the number of weeks agreed to in your contract. Please always make these payments via credit card, personal check, and submit a copy of the cash check from your bank or money order, since we're not able to reimburse any payments made with cash. Whether your contract gives you the flexibility of having a family member provide the service or specifically requires a licensed company or individual who has a business license, we always need you to provide receipts or invoices alongside the dates you received these services. In the case that a C-section is recommended by your OBGYN, the intended parents will compensate you with a fee after you've given birth. In the event that your OBGYN orders you complete bed rest or restricts your activities and you become temporarily or permanently disabled while being pregnant, the intended parents will reimburse you for any lost earnings during the time you missed work. To calculate your lost wages, we need a medical designation order from your doctor specifying the reason why you will be on bed rest or temporarily disabled and the beginning and end dates of the bed rest. Should your doctor request you to be off work, your SST can provide an MDO that complies with the contract for them to complete. The last 3 pay stubs prior to the period of which you are written out, and an EDD application if more than 7 days of bed rest are ordered, when applicable in your state. To calculate your lost wages, we review how many hours you work weekly and deduct any mandatory deductions, which are usually taxes that you pay, so you can get the net amount. From the net amount, we deduct what's already been covered by disability and pay the difference. Please make sure you review your contract for further specifications. Omega Family Services will enroll you in a 1-year life insurance policy as soon as you receive legal clearance. If you agree to and the intended parents request for you to pump breast milk after birth, the intended parents will reimburse you for all costs associated with pumping, including the purchase of breast pads, a breastfeeding breast, and the shipping costs of getting the milk delivered to them. Additionally, you're entitled to an allowance per week for pumping breast milk. Please make sure that you attach your receipts and keep track of the dates during which you pumped. If you have a medical bill that is over $100, you can send it directly to FRF's email address, and the payment will be issued directly to that doctor or medical facility. Any bill that's under $100, you must pay for and then request a reimbursement for it on your FRF alongside the proof of payment. Create a master key or a cheat sheet FRF to find items easier. Save the PDF and the Word doc on your desktop or print out a few copies to have. Save the Exhibit A portion of your contract so you can easily find the items that need to be filled out in your FRF monthly. The FRF includes the most common clauses that are negotiated in most contracts. Exhibit A may include other clauses that were negotiated specifically for your individual surrogacy journey. For your convenience, please send and save your FRF as a PDF file.